Today I'm going to present a formative and a summative assessment tool called JoeZoo. You can use JoeZoo as an add-on or app in your Google Docs and synchronize your Google Classroom roster if you have one. JoeZoo was created to improve the feedback experience of teachers and students from Google Docs, which is interesting considering how Google Docs is a really interactive online tool. In order to improve the assessment experience, JoeZoo has three main features. The first one is the feedback tool, which allows teachers and students to label their comment by categories and colors in order to have a more differentiated and specific feedback. Inside this feedback tool, you will have a few options. One is to use the 91 preload feedback comments of the most common mistakes that students make according to JoeZoo, saving your time in the assessment process. Further, if needed, you can always edit this preloaded feedback to fit best your expectations. Another important feature inside the feedback tool is a special monkey checker, which is a tool that not only teachers can use, but also students. Monkey Checker will help teachers in the finding of grammar and spelling errors, to let them focus in the main content assessment of their assignments. And for students, they will be able to use it to review their own writing works before delivering their assignments. The second main feature of JoeZoo is a rubric builder, which, as its name says, it allows you to create rubrics and assign the rubrics to the assignments created in Google Classroom from JoeZoo. You will need to create the rubrics signing in into the website. However, JoeZoo app has a rubric icon section where are going to be all the rubrics you create. In there, you also will have the option to add the rubrics. That option will open a new window leading you to the web page to create the rubric. So you don't have to go to the web page every time that you want to create a rubric. Once you start creating the rubric, you will need to fill the Add Criteria section. The next step is adding grading scales. And lastly, your expectation. These will be the requirements for the rubric, but as you can see, we have a few other options, which are connected to the third main feature of JoeZoo, called the grading tool. You have Add Fraction. This could mean you can add a plus or minus value to your grade, like a minus or B plus, B minus. And you will have adding a score option in which you can set the percentage of the grades, like the minimum, the A is from 90% to 100%. Now that I explained these three main features, let me tell you how can you add JoeZoo to your Google Docs. First, you need to know that JoeZoo has two options. The first is an add-on, which is recommended for independent teachers. This tool has the three main features, excepting the monkey checker option. The second one is the app, recommended for school and districts, in which you will have this option, monkey checker. The way you downloaded them and find it in Google Docs is practically the same, but in the app version, when it asks you to sync with your Google account, choose the institutional email so you can get access to the special feature as synchronizing your Google Classroom to it and the monkey checker option. So this is JoeZoo. If you are interested in leveling your feedback with your students, check getjoezoo.com. Thanks for watching.